Hey guys, Unfrequented World. Very hot and humid today. It just rained. I'm hoping to get a mile and a half back into some new territory in the forest here. Bringing Gage out for a hike. Hopefully it doesn't rain again. I want to see some new area today. The camera will clear up here. It might take 15 minutes. Condensation all over the lens. We'll get rid of that and I'll be right back. So I want to thank all of you guys for going through the last videos and pointing out things that I missed or didn't see. I was sent a few emails from different people. One person saw in one of the deer clips, the trail camera clips, a little baby deer off on the side. I didn't even notice that. So that's a perfect example of you guys finding things that I don't see. Now I was sent some other emails where I don't see the long list of things that some people are seeing. They're seeing faces. I do see it. Okay, let's put it this way. I do see it, but it's not a face. It's just pareidolia happening, where the leaves and an opening in the tree line makes what could be a face or a shape. Now, I don't want to write that off and just say, hey, that's craziness. But you guys are seeing what I'm not seeing. You got to remember, I am the scientist guy who I need to see a physical being or creature walk in front of my camera for me to say, hell yeah, I caught something creepy, or there's Bigfoot, okay? I'm not seeing what you guys see in that sense. I do see the face that you point out. I do see the anomalies, the dark patch here and there. I think 99.9% of this stuff can be explained. If you were with me and you saw that strangeness, we would walk over and check it out, and it's just a stump in the background or it's something. So I'm not seeing the transparent figures and things that you guys are talking about. Not to say that they're not there, but this guy here is not seeing it. I am keeping my eye out for it, and I am watching all the clips you send me. That being said, there was one strange thing that did catch my eye in the last video. Someone mentioned as I was panning the camera, there's a set of leaves that flipped right over sideways, almost like something was lying there and didn't want to be seen, and it flipped the leaves over. And I was like, okay, so I watched it, and yeah, it's kind of strange. There is wind, so I'm gonna have to say, Scientific Gary, probably just the wind caught that batch of leaves and flipped them over. But I don't recall ever having seen that, just standing here looking around at the leaves while they're blowing around. I've never seen them flip over like that. I'll insert that clip right here in case you guys didn't read all of the comments on the last video. What do you guys think of this? I thought it's strange looking for sure. Condensation has finally come off the lens there. It took about 15 minutes. It's so humid today. My legs and waist are soaked. It's just very wet out here. Very dense. So right there, guys, is where the 90-acre trail comes out. I've come 400 yards through the bush over to my neighbors. And when we walk the big loop, that goes way in, 90 acres in behind, and it goes back over to my house. This is where it comes out, and what I wanted to show you is right here. There's two big sea cans here. And this is what I talked about when I said maybe this is what we're hearing late at night, something banging on these. This is quite a ways from my house, so I don't know if these things expand if it gets too hot. I never hear anything during the day. So no idea, but that's the only metal that I could think of, guys, and it's right here. So we're actually taking the 90-acre trail halfway around today, and then we're going to split off and go straight back through the bush. No idea, I just wanted to show you. that there is that possibility that those loud metallic bangs that we hear could be coming from there. It's the only thing I can think of. You know, we're getting these sounds at 1, 2, 3 in the morning, so I'm pretty sure my neighbor's not out there rooting around at that time of night in his 2 sea cans. So I don't know what it is. And right here you guys can see the 90-acre trail. It's pretty overgrown this time of year. And it's about 35-40 minute walk if we just were to do the loop that we have going around through the swamp. 20 minutes by snow machine. But there's all kinds of nice track traps here on this trail. You can see where Gage just ran through there, and there's nothing else. So back at the sea cans, I found a golf ball on the road. We're gonna take this up in the bush and we're gonna leave it. We're gonna like gift it, and we'll check on it and see if it gets moved or anything happens to it. Kind of a weird triangle here. Meet up with that branch and that branch. Right on the side of the trail here. I don't know. I also showed you guys this great big tree that's bent over here in the winter. But let's take a look. Well, there's no snow right here. See if we can see. This one's really big, so I mean, I don't care what kind of animal you are. I don't think you would pull that over. But why? What happens to that to make that happen? I can't explain that. I don't know. The tree is not broken, as we can see. It's just bent over. It's not actually broke. In the last video, a couple of you guys mentioned that the crows didn't sound real. Well, I can vouch for the first 2 crow sounds because a crow flew overhead at that exact moment. Then there were 2 more crow answering calls further off in the distance. And I didn't see that crow, so I don't know if that's the one you're referring to, but I can vouch for the first one. It was a real crow. It flew right overhead. I can hear talking. Down the trail. There shouldn't be anyone down this trail. I could hear it clear as day. I would swear somebody's on this trail. I could hear voices. I couldn't hear what they were saying. But I could hear voices. But Gage didn't react. He didn't run off to see who the people were. And now I don't hear it anymore. We may have caught it on the recorder, but when it's far enough away that I can't hear what they're saying, with him running around panting and the deer flies buzzing around, it's becoming the annoyance of my life that I can't get nice clear audio of what I'm hearing. Where is that coming from? So I've turned the mic up just a little bit. But I don't hear it anymore. Honest to God, I was expecting someone to come walking up the trail here. Not really sure what's going on here. We got pull downs. And we got leaners, and we got leaners coming from the other way. Kind of like making that a triangle in the middle. I don't know. What is it? Is it natural? No idea. So my brother Grant is going to come down and visit this week. He's going to spend 3 or 4 nights. We might go up to the camp and we're going to make some videos. We are going to do some night investigations, maybe some paranormal stuff up at the camp. We can also check out the area for any strange stuff up there in the bush. We're not sure what we're going to do, but we're going to work together and get a few videos out for you guys this week anyway. Distant knocking. You're not going to be able to hear it because the dog's running around like an idiot. And there's a crow again. But I don't see a crow. Making the dog stay. I heard it 3 times now and he was running around every time. You had to have heard that. Stay. We're going to sneak up here towards where that knocking was. Can't be that far, like a couple 100 yards. I hear it again. It's got to be somebody up here on the trail. Well, we're not on the trail anymore. I heard voices and then we heard that much banging. It's got to be somebody. We're very close to the fox den. For those of you who've watched all those videos, you recognize this huge outcropping of Canadian shield here. 100 yards from here down the back side is the fox den. Well, there's nothing up here but deer flies, guys. No sign of the fox, no sign of any critters, no people. I thought maybe kids building a fort or something, all that banging. No voices. Since Gage and I got up here, nothing. Strange for sure. I don't know why I thought I'd find kids up here making a fort. Kids don't play outside nowadays. When I was a kid, my brother and I would have been gone. We would have had 10 forts up here. And I have no idea why the deer flies are so bad up here. But they're terrible. Okay, the deer flies are so bad right now. I don't know if it's because it's so hot and humid today or if it's because I'm sweating, but there are literally 500 of them around me and eating my hands as I'm trying to run the camera. So we're gonna make a beeline. See, like there's hundreds of them. I kill a dozen and 2 dozen replace them. That was strange up there. I didn't hear anything once we got up there. I would have swore, I would have bet money. If I were in Vegas, I would have said there's kids up there playing on that rock, building a fort, smacking sticks together. That's the pileated woodpecker, if you hear that. It kind of sounds like a monkey. But it's not. That's the pileated. So I don't know what's going on in the woods the last few days. It seems to me that I'm hearing a lot of voices. It's summer. You know, are kids out here in the woods somewhere? I don't know. I find that hard to believe. But until the camera proves otherwise, all I can do is show you guys the audio and the video I have, and it's nothing definitive. But there's something there. Is it human? Is it something else? Why don't you just tell everybody where you were, just up to your neck, in the mud hole? Yeah. Oh. Gage had the right idea. Get in a mud hole and just wallow around, and then the flies can't get you. So I shouldn't yell at him. He's a smart dog. Okay, I'm not even joking. Knocking again from where we just came from, where I just went and investigated. We got back to the same place roughly where I heard the voices, and now there's knocking up there on the trail again. What the? It's like some kind of game. It's like, get them to follow me down the trail. That's a deer stand right there. I've showed you guys that before. Well, it's too hot. The bugs are too bad, and I'm not playing today. If you want to come get on my camera, come get on my camera, but I am not chasing you for 3 miles through the woods. Not a chance. So our golf ball has made a special trip with me up to my old gifting log. This is not on any trail. This is behind my house. 600-700 yards back in the bush behind my house. Nobody should be up here. And we're just gonna put the golf ball in the old gifting log, and we're gonna monitor it. We're just gonna leave it here until something takes it, or I don't know. And we're just gonna set it, we'll lean it right against, there's a little white outcropping of something there. Well, that's how we'll know where it's marked. Well, thanks for joining us on this hot, buggy day, guys. I don't know what's going on out here. I did hear stuff. I don't know if it's on the recordings at all. If it is, I will enhance it, play it back. Definitely heard some weird stuff today. As I said at the beginning of the video, I appreciate everyone taking the time to go through and look for stuff, so please do that. If you see something, by all means, leave a comment. Send us an email. Screenshotting and time stamping work the best, guys. Just saying I see eyes to your right. If you can point things out like that, that would be awesome. That really helps us, because a lot of people, we're not seeing what some people are. So any help being specific where you see stuff would be greatly appreciated. Thanks for watching, guys. Just heard something. Another big tree thump. I don't know what that was. We're in a completely different spot than we were 45 minutes ago. We're like 1.5 miles away. I just dropped off the golf ball up there behind my house, 500 yards, and I hear something. I don't know. Something following me? Okay, that's a little bit funny. My senses are on high alert after all this banging and stuff. I just got back in the yard, or close to it, 20 feet from the yard, and I heard this god-awful screech. Gage, come here. Sit. Give. This is what I heard, guys. Gage got his toy right here at the edge of the bush and he gave it a good squeeze right behind me. Scared the bejesus out of me. There you go, buddy. That's okay because I'm about to get the last laugh on Gage right here. Oh, I'm gonna fix your wagon.